Michelle got 17.
17? How did she know her favorite song that fast? That's
what you're doing. That's your piece.
You gave me no black, though. There's lots of black in that. A lot of times people are intimidated by prayer. They don't know how to do it or what to say. It's the same thing day after day, and it's mostly requests. They don't realize that there are so many aspects of prayer. I'm Randy Maxwell. I'm the Vice President for Administration here at the Washington Conference. I'm responsible for the hiring of pastors as well as overseeing camp meeting and generally taking care of the policies of the working policy of the NAD and applying it to our employees.
In 3, 2, 1. Favorite color?
Blue.
Favorite sport?
Football.
What book are you currently reading?
Strategic disciple making.
Favorite movie?
Oh man. The 10 Commandments.
Favorite song at the moment?
Oh man. Favorite song at the moment. I don't know, all I want for Christmas is you.
Are you a morning person or a night owl?
Night owl.
Favorite type of food?
Mexican.
Dogs or cats?
Dogs.
Do you prefer texting or talking on the phone?
Texting.
Dream vacation?
Hawaii.
Current hobby?
Current hobby. Golf.
Hot chocolate or tea?
Hot chocolate.
Favorite season of the year?
Fall.
Do you have a favorite TV show?
My
Time's up. Sadly.
No!
Sadly, that is not first place.
No! Oh.
Do you want to know? Do you want to know scores, or are you? Just...
What did Michelle get?
Michelle got 17.
17?
17. Yes.
How did she know her favorite song that fast?
She must have been listening to it this morning.
Yeah, because it was like at this moment, and it was like, I'm listening to a lot of Christmas right now.
What would you say is the best piece of advice you've ever received?
The best piece of advice I've ever received, man, jeez. Leave things better than how you found them. I have made that my personal goal as to whatever space I'm in. I will leave the place better than I found it. So that's my goal.
Okay.
Is to do the job better than anybody else.
What is a perfect day for Randy?
A perfect day is with my family. Spending it with my kids, just hanging out, laughing because we love to laugh. And I'm with my 2 grandkids, my son-in-law. And yeah, we're hanging out.
Where are you? What are you guys doing?
Well, we're probably at their house and we're probably having game night. And we are laughing hysterically and competing because we're a very competitive family.
Really? What game are you playing?
Oh yeah. Well, we could be playing Uno, which is a favorite of my grandsons, and we could be playing German Uno, which is...
German Uno?
Oh, it's by far more complicated and it's a lot of fun. Yeah, it's pretty intense.
What would you say is one of the top things that makes you laugh? What makes Randy laugh?
Just about everything.
That is very true.
That's true. I mean, my kids make me laugh all the time, and we just have a good time together. Yeah.
Yeah. How are you doing with this?
I'm coming along here pretty good. Am I out of time?
No. You actually got 25 seconds.
Oh, nice.
What are some other games that you're playing with your family this Christmas? This get together.
Yeah. Oh, there's one called. We really like to play it. Oh man, I am just about done. What is the name of that game? It's a word game, but you use cards, and you can make 4-letter words, 5-letter words, whatever, and slap them down. Somebody puts a letter down, and you're trying to spell out words.
Okay.
So in your hand, you've got letters, and you've got to, put them on top in order to get the word out.
Oh, and whoever makes it's kind of like a Scrabble-ish.
Yeah, it's kind of a fast, kind of crazy Scrabble type game. Yeah, I think I got them all.
And you want to show the camera your little caterpillar?
I like putting puzzles together too.
And here's your.
That's
what you're doing. That's your piece.
You gave me no black though. There's lots of black in that thing.
You can be as expressive as you want with your art skills.
All right, so
let's get started. Start wherever you like. All right, so let's talk again, getting to know Randy a little bit more. What's an experience that has pretty much changed your life?
Experience that changed my life. Probably the writing of the book, If My People Pray. That was a book that I did not start out with any intention of writing. I was going to write a book on fatherhood. And about that time, our pastor was leaving, and we were a church in transition. And me and a couple of friends were meeting once a week on Tuesdays to pray and to ask God's guidance in what was coming next. And during the course of that time, we started focusing on revival a lot and what it would take for us to experience a true revival. And one morning, I made a statement, a faithful statement. And the statement was, if we really believed what the disciples believed, we would do what the disciples did. And it was like I heard, I know it sounds ethereal, but it was like in my spirit, God said, do you mean what you just said? And after that, there was a real desire to find out what he meant by that and what it meant to pray. And that gave birth to the book, If My People Pray, which I never thought would happen. And, the rest, as they say, is history. It took me about 6 months to write the book after I told the Lord he would have to do it. I couldn't do it myself. And he gave me the inspiration. And the book seemed to write itself. And I never dreamed what the Lord would do, but that opened a ministry of traveling and speaking all around the world, really, on the topic of prayer, something I did not consider myself by any means an expert in. That literally changed my life because that opened the door later for pastoral ministry.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Also,
so you were not a pastor at the time that you were working on this?
I was an employee with Pacific Press. I was working for the denomination's publishing house on the West Coast. But God used that vehicle to get me in the door. And it literally changed everything about my life. We pastored 10 years in Idaho, and then took the call here to pastor the Renton Church, and now I'm here.
Would you say that was pretty much a pivotal, like writing this book sounds like it was pretty pivotal to what would become your ministry in prayer?
It would become, yes, the focus of my ministry. And it's still with me today because I am also the prayer coordinator here in the Washington Conference. And so it continues on. And every year I'm asked to come somewhere to a camp meeting or to a church and train churches, members on prayer ministry, and so on.
Mm-hmm. What would you say are... Wow, what? That was fast.
That was fast. I'm just barely getting started.
I know.
And
I'll let you... You can keep going. Keep going.
This is a mess. I want you to know, if I had colored pencils, I could do a much superior job. I am not doing well with...
No, that was part of the challenge.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
And like I said, you don't have to exactly replicate it.
It's not even close.
Right. You can picture the essence of the Seattle skyline.
We got a lot of sunset here. Not a lot of anything else.
What would you say are 5 takeaways that people can find in this book?
I think they'll find some practical applications for how to pray in their everyday lives. A lot of times people are intimidated by prayer. They don't know how to do it or what to say. They get stuck in a rut. They find themselves getting bored with their own prayers because it's the same thing day after day, and it's mostly requests, mostly asking for things. But they don't realize that there are so many aspects of prayer. There's praise, there's thanksgiving, there's repentance, there's confession, there's silent prayer, there's prayer that you journal, there's prayer walking, prayer driving, there's intercessory prayer, all different methods of connecting with God on a daily basis. It's not about formulas, it's not about posture, it's about honesty and pouring out your heart before God at any time that you feel prompted by the Spirit to do so. And we talk about some disciplines too, ways to do things on a regular basis, but more the book is concerned with being spontaneous with your prayers, talking to God as to a friend, and being just totally honest about what's in your heart with Him, and that God has made promises. The book is based on 2 Chronicles 7:14, that if my people who are called by my name will humble themselves and pray, then I will hear from heaven, I'll forgive their sin and heal their land. So it's a promise of revival if we will humble ourselves, which is to admit, first of all, that we have a need. Prayerlessness is a declaration of independence from God. Basically, it's saying I don't need God. I can handle life and things on my own. So our dependence is our passport into His presence, and humble ourselves and pray and seek His face, which means we also are involved more in seeking God's will rather than just ours. It was always we will always have a mile-long list of things that we need, but what is the heart of God? What is our ultimate purpose? What does He want from us or need us to do and be involved in? That's part of prayer too. Seek my face and then turn from their wicked ways. That's the one part of prayer that a lot of people are very reluctant about, and that is the whole idea of sin and turning from it. But if we do those 4 things, the promise is, I will hear from heaven, I'll forgive the sin, and I'll heal the land, that which is causing distress. So that's the burden of the book, and it's been translated into several languages: Portuguese, Spanish,
Oh, wow.
Korean, Russian, French. Did I say German?
No.
German and Czechoslovakian.
What? When was this book written?
It was written in 1995, so it is 28 years old.
Yeah.
Which is amazing to me. But the book is still, of the books that I've written, the bestseller.
Well, we're gonna wrap it up for today's segment.
Oh,
Let's show the camera.
I
Randy's
apologize
sunset.
before, because I actually pride myself in my art. I didn't have the tools that I like to use. So this is like
It's
a child's drawing. This is...
That is the goal. If
Right.
you can't be a child in this moment, you can't go into the kingdom of heaven, Randy. Sorry. So
Okay, so I qualify then.
you qualified. This is your ticket in.